Okay, don't get me wrong, but what has happened to us as humans? I mean, look around and cool. We've built all these amazing cities. We've invented life-changing products and extended the average life expectancy to what? Like over 71 years now. But at the same time, we have this generation of people who think that they're the opposite gender.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Or better yet, they dress up as dogs. They pretend they're babies and live in cots in their own houses, pooing in their adult diapers, and overall spending their time complaining on the internet because they can't squat and piss in the men's urinal or whatever they want. I don't know what they want these days. Not to mention you have these morbidly obese people who just exist on a couch in front of the TV, consuming all food in sight. And honestly, I think it's mostly out of boredom. I mean, picture this. You're living in the days of early humans, where your life expectancy is 28 years old, maybe, if you're lucky. You're sitting around a campfire covered in blood, piss, shit, and dirt with 30 other people. The air is thick and it smells of fecal matter. You're all collectively sharing a burnt ostrich feather, which is your weekly meal, by the way. And you pan around the fire and all you see is skin and bones. Everyone's starving. Aside from Group, who is 250 kilos and has just devoured your winter food supply. He's just sitting there, existing. No. Like, I think back then, people had shit to do. They had to fend for themselves. They had to earn the right to survive daily. They got up, they hunted, they found fish, they cooked the fish, they fed their families, they fed the tribe. Do you think that the cavemen were huddling around the fire complaining that someone misgendered them? Or maybe attempting to complete gender-affirming surgery with a sharpened rock and a coconut? Probably not. I think that's a modern problem. Look, all I'm saying is that the reason you look around today and see these mentally ill people creating issues for themselves is that simply we as a people are bored. Bored because we have no real issues to face day to day. It's not as though we need to wake up and spend 10 hours hunting and fishing to feed ourselves. We simply wake up and eat man-made chemical goop straight out the fridge within minutes of waking. Chuck it in the microwave, we eat fucking plastic.
My name is Robert, I'm 23. I live with my fiance and I'm addicted to eating plastic bags.
And honestly, I think it's a bigger issue than we make it out to be. Has anyone heard of exponential growth? Because you may be sitting there watching thinking, okay, this guy's yap. This rubbish has only been going on for the last 8 years or so, which is true. But think about the frequency and overall level of degeneracy today versus back in 2015. It was only 9 years ago that Bruce Jenner decided that he's now Caitlyn Jenner. And you have to call him Caitlyn Jenner or you will be executed.
Buckle up, buckaroo!
If you were alive back then, and not a complete NPC, you may remember this being a very, very new thing. I'm not sure if this was where the downturn began, but this was a pretty key milestone because not long after this, you had trans people competing in women's sporting events and dominating the competition. As expected, because they're men!
Run! I'm a strong woman! Look at it! It's mine! I'm the best! I'm the strongest!
Now flash forward to 2024 and this is completely normal. Not only is it accepted, it's actually demanded that you be on board with this or you would be defamed and publicly shamed. You're not allowed to go into work. You're gonna get kicked out of school. You can't say anything. You'd better be on board with Greg the powerlifter who benches 800 pounds and is fueled with enough testosterone to take down a fucking elephant. Compete against Abigail who barely benches her own body weight because she's a high schooler. Oh, and make sure you don't go running because exercise is fat phobic now. Look, my point is that it took humans 50,000 years to work out that you can plant seeds to grow food. And it's only taken us a few hundred years to expand huge megacities across the globe. So how long does it take for degeneracy to kill our civilization? 1 minute it's blue hairs growing their armpit hair and complaining about the orange president man. Soon we'll have a world full of genderless fats on ventilators eating government insect goop through tubes and pumping their waifus in VR Minecraft. Maybe that is the real Matrix.